Hi, this is Mark from Dark Knight Games again. How you going? This time I'm going to be doing the collection of my original Xbox games. Thought it'd be fun, review some old school stuff. I haven't played my Xbox game in quite a while, maybe excluding one or two. Thought I'd do this for you, quite enjoyable. So first up, Call of Duty Double Pack. This one comes with the Call of Duty 2 Big Red One and Finest Hour games, and it was only $50 for the both. At the time it was still brand new, and it still is pretty brand new, so that's really good games. Great first persons and a really in-depth war game, so great game if you have never played Call of Duty, play the Call of Duty games. Great. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, as again I'm a really big fan of the Splinter Cells. I love Sam Fisher. This was a new kind of stealth game when the first one came out, which is in there somewhere. This one was probably the best Splinter Cell to date, even out of the Double Agent, which is currently out. I'm still waiting for Conviction, which they've just delayed that to Q1 2010. So great game, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and graphics still astounding today, even for the current gen standards. I've explained before, Knights of the Republic is my favourite. So Knights of the Republic 2, unfortunately it doesn't have the original slicks, just a printed copy, but picked that up. It was only $5 from GameStore. It was one of the great games. I still prefer the first one by story, but this one's got better gameplay elements. Great game, 10 out of 10. Second Sight, a great dramatic third-person shooter. It's very PsyOps, if you've played PsyOps, crossing Splinter Cell, which I'm sure you know. Stealthy crossed with the power stuff, so absolutely great game. I recommend this game to anyone who likes the science fiction and some really good storytelling. Again, to the Star Wars games, I love Star Wars games. There's my two Battlefront games, which I got 1 and 2. The first one I picked up very recently, only for $20 in brand new condition. It was brand new, they still haven't sold it at EB Games. And the second one I literally found the other day for $5 in the game store. So I had to pick them up. Two of the best Star Wars games I've ever played, excluding the Knights of the Republic games. Great. I was never into sport games, but golf games give me a kick, and Outlaw Golf really gave me a fun kick because it was really funny, had a great sense of humour to it. Some of the first liners from it, and I know some famous voice, Steve Carell, does the narrating for this game, so it really added the humour to it. So here's the PsyOps game. Absolutely great game. Very science fiction, action. If you like games that you can pick things up with your mind, burn things with your mind, I recommend this game. Absolutely brilliant. I was supposed to make a sequel, but Midway had some court debate. I don't know, so great game if you haven't played it. Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. I love the Prince of Persia. This was the first Prince of Persia I played. I never played the first one. This game got me into it. I still think this one's the best to date, so the third one didn't entertain me as much. And the new one was just a little bit, not as violent. Couldn't kill them properly. So this one is still my favourite, and still a great game. Plus it was one of my games that I picked up for like $5 as well, so great game if you haven't played that. This one's for the Aussie fans, Rugby League. So it's a very big sport in New South Wales and Queensland over here. In this game, it was really good because it was the first Rugby League game that ever came out. And the second one is out and it is better, but this one started it all, so great game. CSI, never played this game. This one's more of a game that my father likes. I haven't played it, so I can't really say anything about it. Men of Valor, first person Vietnam game, really good game. I loved this one. It wasn't bad at the time anyway, so recommend giving that a try if you've never played a Vietnam game. Black Hawk Down. This wasn't based on the movie exactly, but it was in coinciding like the movie. Great first person shooter, great action, and very current, so it's like a modern warfare of the Xbox generation. Really good game. Recommend playing it if you're still into the Xbox One. Splinter Cell Double Agent, the fourth installment of the Splinter Cell games. This one, as I explained, I love the Splinter Cell games. I do have this one on Xbox 360, but I did get it for only $50 on the Xbox One when it first came out. So recommend playing it if you haven't, especially on the 360. Far Cry Instincts for Xbox. Still haven't played the PC one, but this game, I absolutely loved it from the first time I played it, especially with cheats on. Yeah, I know. This game was really different because first person, and the feral abilities you have, they were just great combination. Thought I loved the story, and still better than new Far Cry 2 if you ask me. So Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. This is the second Splinter Cell in the series. This one was great. This one was the first time Splinter Cell brought new aspects to it because it was only the second game, obviously. Great game, and I would still play this from start to finish. Again with the Splinter Cell 1 2-disc edition. This one, see, this one's got the 2 discs in there. Still a great game as well. Never doubt the Splinter Cells. This one's still great. Blazing Angels, the flying World War II game for Xbox. I preferred playing this one on 360 obviously because it was on the current gen consoles. Great game, great flying ability, probably the best they've ever made so far. Yet to see whatever comes out next. Call of Duty 3 on Xbox One. Had this one on 360 as well. Just as good, just graphically differently. This one brought some new things to the Call of Duty franchise. Really great game if you haven't played a Call of Duty. I do recommend starting with Modern Warfare, but this is great for the World War II fans as well. Tiger Woods 04. Now like I said, I love golf games, and Tiger Woods is probably the best, if not the only great golf games out there as well. Great game, great style of gameplay. They get better every year. Recommend playing it. Shell Shock NAM 67 is a Vietnam third-person shooter. Very different, but very like a darker style war game. The second one was absolutely just nothing to talk about. It was completely away from Vietnam, became survival horror. So, Destroy Humans 2. I was always into the Destroy Humans since I played the first one. Still haven't played the new one on Xbox 360. Still a great game. This one was the first one cooperative. Thought they were fun, they were funny, and good game. Another one for the Aussies, the V8 Supercars 3. Over in the US, you might call this one the Toka Race Driver, so it's quite a different game. This one's for the Australian style of racing, which is the V8 Supercars. Great for the Holden versus Ford, or as the Americans' competition is the Chevy versus Ford, so great, absolutely great game. Medal of Honor Frontline is the first Medal of Honor that ever came out on the 6th generation consoles, Xbox, PlayStation 2. Plus it was first person. It just showed new graphics and brought absolute intense gameplay to first person shooters. Great game, still original. 007 Agent of Fire. Now I was a big fan of GoldenEye on 64. I mean, who wasn't? That was a great first person. That started it. And, that goes for anyone that was played Halo or Call of Duty and stuff like that. Even Bioshock. This game is wasn't nearly as good, but still fun for the early Xbox days. And thanks for watching my video. That was my Xbox One collection. And there's my cat pissing me off. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be making more soon. Catch you next time.